Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good.
Okay. I'm Nina Tolentino. By background, I used to be a clothing designer, manufacturer of women's clothing, handbag, and accessories for 30 years. Made a lot of money doing that. God blessed me with that. And my daughter 5 years ago brought me into the business as a client because I lost money during the 2008 when your 401k became a 201k, right? So we lost a good amount of money. That daughter of mine passed away 8 months ago with cancer. So I'm dedicating this business to her. She's that picture right here. So every time I train, everywhere I go, she's with me. Okay. So there's 4 things you gotta master in this business. Before we learn approach and contact, language of the business, is it on?
Yeah.
Good. So there's 4 things you gotta master in this business. While you're a baby in this business, 4 things you have to remember. The 4 things you gotta get great at and you need to master. Number 1 is booking appointments. That's the lifeline of our business. If you don't book appointments, you're not gonna be able to help families out there, which means you don't help families, there's also no winning for your own family. Does that make sense? Okay. But how can you be successful in booking appointments is first you gotta learn the language of the business. You gotta learn all the scripts. You gotta master that. Do not reinvent the wheel and use your own words in prospecting or use your own words in booking appointments. There's a complete big difference. Number 2 is you need to learn how to do kitchen table presentation. Financial solution presentation to your clients or your prospect. Number 3 is you need to learn how to do the business presentation. You need to learn how to know how to sell the dream, right? So I train on all those, so you guys are welcome to either follow us or just come to my training. I'm always here Saturday, and starting last Wednesday, I'm going to be here Wednesday nights too to build Brittany and 3 more girls that are fast starting. And then number 4, you got to learn to fast start, okay? A recruit is not a recruit until they have a recruit. So you cannot code someone in the business without duplicating what you're going through. So remember, we have a duplicatable system. So what you're learning from your mentor, you're going to digest that, absorb that quickly, because you're going to practice that on your first recruit, and so on and so forth. So you've got to learn to fast start. When I say fast start, they got to go through the 8-speed filters. Your purpose as a trainer, as you become a trainer, is you want to make money real to your new recruit within 4 to 6 weeks, as fast as possible. Okay? So that's the 4 things you need to master. Now, in order for you to be really good at booking appointments, and in order for you to be successful in WFG, there's also four wheels of the business that I call that you need to master. Number 1, you gotta believe. You gotta believe in the company. You gotta truly believe in the financial solutions we offer. You gotta believe that we change people's lives. More importantly, you gotta believe that you can do this. We might be in the business of helping families, but more importantly, we're in the business of building leaders. Okay? So our number 1 financial solution isn't really the FFIUL, which is Financial Foundation Index Universal Life. Yes, that's the number 1 financial solution, but the true number 1 is the business opportunity. It's allowing people to dream again. Would you agree with me that most people that has a 9-to-5 job, they stop dreaming? They bury their dreams because they just don't feel they can attain that with the current job that they have. So learning how to sell the dream is extremely important. That's a separate training. Number 2, once you believe, and how do you believe? Number 1, putting your own personal financial solution in place. You gotta have one in place in order for you to go out there and share and help families with their financial solution. You gotta have one in place that your mentor had put for you. That's number 1, that you believe. Number 2, you never miss meetings, because that's where you learn every little step of the way. I remember my mentor told me, the only way you fail in WFG is if you quit, number 1. So quitting is not an option. Number 2, you never miss meetings, because that's a kiss of death to your business. So when you have your own business, And normally your own business, you'd have to put up 100,000 or more, because I know I'm from the clothing industry. My monthly overhead was minimum of 50 grand a month. So if I don't do 2 million a year in gross sale, I'm a little bit worried, right? Here, your investment is $100. Wow, that's kind of to me a no-brainer when I started. If for me to invest $100 with no ceiling cap to my income potential, let me in. Let me in. Okay, so if you want to change your lives, I want you to think of other people that you want to change their lives as well. Okay, so once you've done all that and you believe, automatically what comes in? Confidence. It builds your confidence, right? When you have confidence, because you've learned the language of the business, you actually believe in the company, what happens next? You now have certainty. Anything that comes out of your mouth is certain. You're not like fishing and you're not wishy-washy. Because remember, the person you're on the phone with or in front of can read you. So you need to have that confidence if you want to be successful in this business. After that, when you believe, you have confidence, you have certainty, automatically the conviction will be built in your heart. I want you to master this too first. That's how I train my team, actually. So I don't know if anyone else is teaching that, but with my 30-year experience in the business world, that's what I teach first. Because if you don't have that, you cannot act. There's no action. So before you pick up that phone call and book appointments or invite to the BPM, guess what? You will now act based on this too, correct?
Yeah.
So now when you're on the phone, you're by the way, when I'm on the phone, I stand up. I don't sit down. I stand up and I smile, even when nobody's listening to me, because I know that's gonna transcend to the phone line, okay? So now when you know everything and you believe, you have confidence, certainty, and conviction, your actions are going to be smart actions. And guess what? Smart actions are going to create massive, positive results, which will mean you'll book a lot of appointments, you'll do a lot of invitations to the BPM, because now you have the persona of how you can sell the dream and how you can invite. So master this first, okay? So just take notes on those, because those I don't have any handouts. Now, as you're learning, most of you are 30 days and under. Some of you are shadowing my training, which is great. If you're in my team, you guys are going to be training what I'm training. So now that we're expanding everywhere, I'm spreading myself too thin, I need your help, right? Yeah. So if you're asked, somewhere in the conversation when we learn the scripts, you're going to be asked what you're learning to do, right? So you're going to be asked, what kind of career do you have? So I always remember the words. I'm very bad in memorizing, by the way. So I learned the words make, save, protect. I have like landmarks in my brain for me to be able to put things in a sentence. I don't know if you're as bad as I am, but I can't memorize for crap, okay? So, make, save, and protect. The other one that I just kind of created a few months ago is prepare, protect, secure. Okay? You can use either or, okay? What are you learning to do? I'm learning how to help individuals and family, that's on the first page of your handout, learn how to make money, save money, and protect their hard-earned dollars. So make, save, and protect, and prepare them for a better future. Let me ask you this, are those things important to you? A lot of times with no script, you can use this as a way to invite and as a way to set up appointment. What are you learning to do? I'm learning how to help individuals like you and families like you learn how to make money, save money, protect your hard-earned dollars, and prepare you for a better future. Are those things important to you? If they say yes, great. You know what are you doing on Saturday morning at 9 a.m.? Would you like to learn more? I'd love to bring you as my guest. Or what are you doing on, if they say they can't come on Wednesday night 7 p.m. or Saturday at 9 a.m., then you say, what time do you get off from work? I get off at 5:30. You're home normally at 6:30, right? You can say, what are you doing on Tuesday at 7 p.m. or Thursday at 6:30? I would love to bring my mentor to your home so you can learn your options on how you can make money, save money, protect your hard-earned dollars, or learn your options on how you can prepare, protect, and secure your future. Okay? Learn that. That's the language of the business. Memorize that. Prepare, protect, secure your future. Those are all important to all of us here, right? Okay, so it's got to be important to everybody else out there, even if you don't know them. Okay? So, any questions so far? So now we're going to go to the first script, the Help Me script. There's a few Help Me scripts. The most popular one is the first one. This Help Me script has been the proven script. Got it. So this, Joseph, you have one? And you have one. Okay.
I'll take one.
Okay. Okay. So the Help Me script has been one of the most effective script there is. And you can use it while you're a training associate, and I can use it as a seasoned trainer. You just change the help portion. So when I started, I just remembered what this stands for. I had it written on my palm, sometimes in the napkin before I pick up that phone call, okay? Because when you call someone, the number one thing you don't want to do is be scripted, correct? You want to do it in a form of conversation. But the first thing you got to do is connect. And how do you connect? By using the form. So you always ask them first, how is their family? How is their work, which is occupation? When they're not working, what do they do for recreation? And then you deliver your message. After you deliver your message, and we're going to do an example on this and role play, then you remember Ethor, excited.
Main training.
Okay? Emphasis on excited. So if you're on the phone, you say, yeah, I'm really excited about it. You know what? I'm fired up. I'm really excited about it. I'm currently in training. There's a different projection, a different feeling. So excited. I'm currently in training. However, I need your help. I value your opinion. When you tell somebody you value their opinion, guess what? What are the chances of them turning you down? Kind of
Very low.
zero, right? It's like they just let you down. You just said that you value their opinion, right? And I would love to sit down with you and your spouse. It takes 40 minutes of your time, and if it's not for you, you could be a source of referral for me. And someone may come to mind and it could be a source of referral for me to help me launch my career. Can I count on you to help me? And basically the answer would be yes. So we're going to go through this in a little bit. Let's do a role play. Nick,
Oh, God.
I'm prospecting you.
Okay.
Okay. Ring ring. Hi, is Nick home?
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't answer
You're
the
my
phone yet.
prospect.
Role play.
Oh,
We're going to
yeah.
role play right now.
So you're gonna pick
So
up the
you're
phone
calling
on me.
me.
I'm
Oh,
calling
okay,
you.
got
I'm
it.
sorry.
You're pretending.
I'm
You
thinking
pretend.
you could read my mind.
Yeah, no, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Continue.
Ring ring.
Hello?
Hi, could I speak with Nick?
Yeah, this is he.
Hi Nick, how are you? I don't know if you remember me. This is Nina.
Nina.
Nina, the clothing designer. Remember I met you
Tolentino.
at a trade show?
Yes, I remember that. Yes. How are
Okay.
you?
I'm great. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing fantastic, actually. You caught me at a good time.
Awesome. Do you have a girlfriend now?
I actually do.
I know you're still a baby, but
Yeah.
you have a girlfriend now?
I do now. Yes, I actually
Awesome. Okay, let's pretend you're not WFG.
Okay, yeah, of course.
What do you do for work, Nick?
do. Right now, I'm working in a distribution center. Overnights, I do graveyards. I work
How long
from.
have you been doing that?
Oh gosh, I'm going on 3 years now. It's insane.
Oh wow, that's too long.
Yeah, it's way no. Seriously, I'm telling me, I work from 11:30 to 7:30 in the morning. It takes a toll.
Do you like it or do you love it?
I can't even say. I mean, I like the money.
Neither?
Yeah, neither. Pretty much neither.
You notice how I put do you like it or do you love it? you can now gauge if they're open for an opportunity. That's why I plug in that's new training, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I love it.
Do you like it? Or do you
I mean,
like
I can't really say that. I mean, I like making money. I don't
Okay.
like the hours I have to work, though. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let's talk about that, Nick. The reason I'm calling you is I started a new career that's going to help me get debt-free, retire my kids, and provide a great future for me and my husband, and develop massive passive income.
Okay.
Now, I'm really excited about it, but I'm currently in training, and Nick, I need your help.
Okay.
Part of my 30-day promotion run or 30-day training is to help 10 families within this next 30 days. Could you be one of those families we sit down with?
Well, I mean, in what way do you help?
Well, what we do is what I'm learning to do is I'm learning how to help individuals and family like you learn how to make money, save money, protect their hard-earned dollars, and prepare them for a better future. In other words, I help families learn how to prepare, protect, and secure their future. Are those things important to you?
Well, of course, yeah.
Awesome. Then, you know what? This takes about 40 minutes of your time. And if it's not for you, Nick, someone might come to mind and you might be a great source of referral for me to launch my business.
Yeah.
Are you willing to help me out?
Sure. What kind of career is it?
Awesome. We're in the financial services.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me you help
Yeah.
people. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so how about Tuesday at 6 p.m. or Thursday at 6:30? What works better for you?
Tuesday at 6:30 would be much better for me.
Great. You know what, Nick? Please mark your calendar. I'm gonna mark my calendar as well. And by the way, the trainer I'm bringing to you is featured at the front cover of Business and Finance magazine.
Oh, shoot.
She's helped thousands of families in different states. I want to let you know you're in great hands. And as I value your time, I also value her time. So please don't cancel, because as this training appointment is really important to me. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Awesome. I'll see you on Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Sure.
If you notice, I covered everything so they don't cancel.
How do you know for sure who's coming with you?
Normally, when you're new, you have an assigned trainer. Okay, so when you're new, ahead of time. If you don't know who's coming with you, just book it, and you're gonna get a trainer anyway.
Yeah, you can just say, okay, I'll be bringing one of my trainers with me. It's really gonna help me in
Yeah.
the business.
Yeah.
And then even if you don't bring the same person that you said, you could just say, hey, you know what? He actually got booked at that time, so I brought
Yeah.
another one of my trainers.
Another great
Yeah.
trainer of a
Yeah.
company. So to me, like a lot of my team would ask me, well, Hanina, how do we know when you're available? Just book it.
Yeah.
Because there's enough trainers in each other's teams that if I'm not available, then my husband would be available, Giselle could be available, Dan could be available, Joseph could be available. So, you know, there's many people that you could leverage. The beauty about this business is you're able to leverage other experts or seasoned trainers to go out there and make money for you. So you don't have to leverage one. If you got Tita, this is a numbers game. She leveraged 5 to 10 trainers in a given day. Hello.
Yeah.
That's why she makes $500,000 a year now.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game. So the more appointments you make, the more chances of you helping families. When you help families, guess what? You close business. When you close business, money in your pocket, which means you win for your family. Does that make sense? So actions create results. No action, no results. So like I tell a lot of people, the very first thing you got to do is you got to create activities for yourself. Just like you develop a work ethic or a daily routine to wake up on an alarm clock, drive through traffic, and go to your JOBs and be there for 8 to 9 hours. So you can hope to get paid between $20 to what, $100 an hour. You're a surgeon, $300 to $500 an hour, right? If you develop an hour a day to make your phone calls, I don't even care if it's 30 minutes a day. That's all I did in the beginning, an hour a day. So I made it on my lunch break. I had my clothing business, lunch break. I know when jobs have lunch breaks, I call from 12:30 to 1:30. And then when I go home, I call from 6:30 to 8. Okay, so that's the best time for you to get a hold of them. And Saturday is the best time to call people at home because they're mostly at home and they're not bothered with their stresses in their jobs. So that's when the bulk of your phone calls should be done Saturday and Sunday, so you're booking solid for the coming week. You don't wait on a Monday or on Tuesday because you want to get a day off on Saturday, Sunday. Stop having employee mentality. Okay, most of us need to work on weekends when you're building a business. Okay, the good thing is you build this business for 5 years, and after 5 years, you're on cruise control. Basically, you know, when my daughter was dying for 6 months, I didn't work, but I got a cycle between 10 to 14,000 a month because I built a small team. My only regret was I wish I had a bigger team.
Yeah.
Then my cycles would have been bigger than 10 to 14,000 a month, right? How would you like to be in a position where when your back's against the wall and you can't work because you have to be with your loved one that's dying, that you can make that choice and say, I'm not working, I don't care about mortgage, I don't care about anything else, I'm gonna be with her to hold her hand every single day. And that's exactly what I did for my daughter. I don't regret it. I just wish I had more time with her. So now, let's role play for a little bit. When you go to the help, you can change your help in any form whatsoever, depending on what you need help on. So help could be, hey, I started a new career, blah 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 blah. I need your help, and my trainer, challenged me to bring 5 guests this coming Saturday. Can you and your husband be one of my guests? Or for my case, I'm running for my next promotion and I need to help 10 families this next 10 days. Could you be one of the families I sit down just to learn your option, how you can prepare, protect, and secure your future? So this you can use throughout your career. Master this. Don't reinvent it. Don't use your own words. Master this, but get it in such a way that you do it in a form of a conversation, not scripted. Okay? So let's role play for a little bit. Let's pair up.